Hello Eustis Middle School. Today for our craft, you are going to be making a chocolate frog origami box. Inside this box, you will have a chocolate frog along with a chocolate frog card. So I'm just going to close this up and place it over to the side so we can reference and we can do an inventory of what you will find in your bag. You should have cardstock with a chocolate frog card on it, another piece of cardstock with a frog, along with a cardstock for your box. So I am not going to cut these out on screen, but I am going to give you some pointers before you begin. You want to, when you're cutting this, you want to make sure that you are following the tan part and not the black line. So make sure tan section is where you cut on, not the black line. For the chocolate frog, when you're going around the fingers, be super careful. If you're not sure if you can make it in there and back out without cutting off a finger, you can just leave that white part there. So I'm going to move these over to the side, and I am going to bring those three things back over, but they are already cut out. Okay, this is what it should look like once it is cut out. The first thing you can do is you can glue your chocolate frog card. What you're going to do is just flip it over on the back. You are going to put some glue on it, and then you're going to put this back on. Want to make sure you line it up. If you do see some white, you can always cut that extra part off, and you can put this over to the side. Right now you don't need your chocolate frog, so you can put that over. You're going to see that I did not go through and cut around too close to the fingers because I was nervous about cutting them off. Next, you are going to go to your chocolate frog box. What you're going to do is you're going to be folding on a lot of the lines. So first thing you're going to do is you can fold on this main one. Make sure you give it a really good fold. And then you can go around and fold these little half circles, half ovals down. You're going to go all the way around and do that. Make sure that you give it a really good crease. I'm going to go down and do the same thing for all of these tabs. These are more rectangle. All right, and that's how it should look on the one side, and this is how it should look on the other. All right, next, this does get a little bit tricky for how you fold. So you want to go here, and you want to fold this down, but you also kind of want to, it might not be a fully straight line, but you're going to fold it all the way across, and then take a look over here, you're going to fold right there. There's like a little triangle. That's the part that you want to fold because you're going to be gluing that back together to make your box. So first you're just going to go all the way across these edges. You're going to have to fold it not straight across. You're going to have to follow that line, and then you can bring it back out for now. Next you're going to go over here and do the same thing. Here's going to be a straight fold, and then over here it's going to be a fold a little bit on an angle. You're going to do the same thing over here. It's going to look like that. Then you're going to go around and you're going to do the same thing at each section. Fold straight and then do a little bit of an angle fold. And then do the same thing over here. Then you just have to do the final one. Fold it down, and then do the other fold. All right, so when you flip it this way, you're going to see that you are going to be able to push them together, and there's going to be that little fold, and you're going to notice that it starts to fold in on itself. So you're just going to push that in and fold it again. You're going to do the same thing over here. You're going to push those two sides together. You're going to see that little triangle forming, and then you crease that section. Same thing over here. And same thing over here. So once you have it all folded, these sides are going to come together. You might notice that you have to fold. This one seems like it needs a little extra pinch. All right, so that would be the bottom part. Now, I'm going to have you unfold this, and we're going to get some glue. What you're going to want to do is you're going to put some glue on this top tab, and you're going to fold it down, and you're going to do that all the way across. Or, not across, we can say all the way around. There you go. Next, we're going to flip it over. And this is the part that's going to take a little bit extra time. So you're going to want to put a little glue where this crease is, and you're going to want to push it together. You're going to have to hold it there so that it stays. Now, if you have tape at home, or a different type of glue that might work a little bit better, you can use that, or you just have to pinch that closed. It does take just a few extra seconds to get that to really stick. And then you're going to go around and do the same thing for each of those creases. And then pinch it. And you're pinching it off to one side. And that's what really helps secure it. Now you might notice that it pops open. You might have to do two and really hold them there. It might take a minute or two. To stick. Again, if you have tape, that might work a little bit better, but right now we have glue to do this. If you're noticing that your glue isn't sticking with just the crease getting the glue, you can put some glue on the inside wherever you're folding that triangle back to help give it a little bit more, a little bit extra sticking power. There we go. Those two sides are starting to look. What you'll notice is your fingers will get a little bit sticky, and sometimes that will be counterproductive. All right, I'm going to go back to the next one, put a little glue on it. And as you're going, just keep giving a little squeeze to the last corner, because I think that's really going to help reinforcing that section to stick. Okay, I'm going to put a little extra in here. There we go. Then we have the last two to do over here. You see, after you pinch it a few times, it does start to stick a little bit better. All right, I'm going to do this last one over here. On this side, I'm going to throw a little bit extra glue on that part, and then I'm going to pinch. You can see it's really making a nice little box. All right, and I'm going to go to the last one. Push it out so I can get a little glue on there. And I'm going to put a little more extra glue on the other side just because I'm noticing that's really giving it a little extra sticking power. Again, keep reinforcing those other corners because this type of glue does take a little bit of time to really stick. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm slitting that up. The two back ones are just taking a little bit extra time. Okay, now we're going to go to the top part. You might have to keep giving it a little extra glue. Now where you see the little tabs is where you're going to want to do a little fold. That's going to give you the little dome-like appearance, and it's going to let you mold this a little bit more. So wherever there's a fold, I'm folding it down, creasing it, and then I'm opening it back up, and you're going to see why that's going to help you in just a second. Alright, so to give this a little bit security for that part, I'm going to have you just glue these tabs down. There we go. Once you glue those down, you can flip them over. So now that you see how we folded that box, all right, so you're going to want to fold this with the tab on the top. You might notice that you have a little bit extra white on there. You might want to trim it up. So I am going to throw a little extra glue on that. So you bring that F right over to the R for the frog, and you're going to give it another good pinch. Again, keep reinforcing those other edges, the other creases for the bottom part. And then you're going to notice that you have a nice little box. All right, so what you can do is open that box back up. You're going to throw your chocolate frog card in. Ooh, my fingers are a little sticky. Throw your chocolate frog card in. Put your frog on top. And there you have it, your chocolate frog box. I hope you enjoyed making our craft today. I hope you're all doing well and cannot wait to hear what you're reading. Have a great day. Bye.